First things first, handisida kunzwa vanhu vanocomplaina nyaya yesound. If you're complaining about the sound, that means kuti hausiwe pano, because wepano takawirirana kare tikati sound inotogara pano. Ini ndingatoenda asi sound ichisara pano. Muri pabata yangu. Anyway, happy Friday, happy December. I hope you guys are doing good and amazing as usual. Please do not forget, Ndisatita Pinam Story Time. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you can, please watch my videos from my YouTube. Muripopa YouTube, please do watch the adverts. Sponsor an African Girl Stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. With that being said, guys, you're seeing me on your FYP for you, DM, YMCMB, AMG, because today it's story time. And today we are going to go back in time, in history. We are going to Bulawayo and we're going to be learning about the mystery story surrounding the Khami ruins. So yeah, let's go. Khami ruins are located about 22 kilometers west of Bulawayo, Murupabata. And formerly, Khami was Tingati formed it. Yeah, the Khami ruins were established around 1450 to 1650 during the collapse of Great Zimbabwe. So it's like the successor of the Great Zimbabwe state. And with that being said, Khami ruins are the second largest monuments in Zimbabwe, obviously, after Great Zimbabwe. So these ones were established just after Kudona kwe Great Zimbabwe, 1450 to 1650, somewhere around there. So let's just say 15th to 17th century. And Khami ruins can be called Khami, like so, or Khami, or it can be Khami, I guess, and then Khami. So it has all these names. You know, study B and study B. But it's also a national monument of Zimbabwe, obviously. And in 1986, UNESCO World Heritage yakaieda into the books. The UNESCO World Heritage from 1986. Now zvakazoitika nei yatiri kuti Khami ruins anditi yaibelonga Khami ruins yange the Torwa dynasty anditi, and Khami ruins yeyoyo was the capital city of the Torwa dynasty anditi. But zvakazoitika ndezvekuti Changamire Dombo nemarebels ake akabva nawo kupi. Remember, Changamire Dombo akazotanga yavo state chichichi anditi makaita history, so we're not going to go deep into that. Changamire Dombo, we all know kuti vanga vakabva kupi, saka wakaya nemarebels vanga vakabva nawo kumwe nemutapa munhu mutapa state / munhu mutapa state anditi. So him and his rebels, they conquered the Torwa dynasty, and then they took authority, they took possession of Khami ruins, but they did not maintain Khami to be the capital city. Vakazotora yenzi Tlotlo, Dangamombe, if I'm not mistaken, Dangamombe, nekwenzi Zinjanja, doko vakazoita capital, but they were still in possession of Khami ruins. But zvazvinoita handichangamire Dombo nemachinda ake marebels ake marebels ndo atinenge tichitiko chiko kuchishona ndakangana word man. But iwayo, like, magora, ndakangana the word, but iwayo vatora kakudaro from the Torwa dynasty. Zvakazoitika ndezvekuti the Ndebele people were like, hey, wena mtakati, give me back the land. This is Matebeleland province. Yabo, so like mzilikazi lobe ngula chichichichi vakazoti, hey wena man, give me back my land. And yeah, they were displaced. So yeah, it became a whole of Matebeleland. So yeah, now I think I gave you a little background of the Khami ruins. Atisikuda kuti timhanye tisati tanyatsotora tidzana handitika iyi ndiyo Khami ruins vadiwa vangu. Ndatora maangles ese ndakwanisa kuwana Khami ruins kubva passageways, kubva the stone chakati, kubva kwakati ese passageways what ese ndamaisa ipapo. And just like Great Zimbabwe, kwakune kwaitonzwa kunogara umambo nevakadzi vake chichi neshovi dzake chichi nevana vake vane kwavaigara. I would like to believe it's somewhere pakangonaka. Now inini, I'm not really sure kuti there's a picture and I wanna run it it's Great Zimbabwe, but rarakaitwa part of Khami ruins. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think about this picture here, guys. It's really giving Great Zimbabwe, but I don't know, man. So yeah, kwaigarawo vanhu vaitamburawo vanenge variko masubjects aking normal civilians vanga vangoriko ikoko. So these are the pictures that I found of Khami ruins. And like I said, it's a national monument, so vanhu vachiri kuenda ikoko nekuti sei. It is believed kuti munhingirikini mukhami ruins makawanikwa tunhu twakawanda-wanda, goridhe, maira, wati tunhu tunongowanikwa tumakapu, tumatrophy, tumachichichichichi, maspice, machira, zvakaratidza kuti kwaitika trade zvekutodaro between Europe, China neivo vana torwa, ana dombo, anani vakambogara imomo, even the ndevele people vakagara imomo futi. So kuri kuratidzwa kuti the jewelry, the equipment irimo, my utensils basically arimo, anoratidza kuti panenge pakaitika trade yakasimba. Till this day kunototaura kuti there is a cross ingori hanging somewhere there, and it's believed kuti yakasiwa nema-missionaries vakambotambira ikoko, vanenge vachinzi ma-contemporary missionaries, ndomanyorwa zvazvakaitwa. I would like to believe ka isusu tinenge tasvika panoinvolva nekuincluda history zvekudaro handiti. Given the history yandakudzai about Khami ruins so far, we can all tell kuti kwakatomboitika like bloodshed akaitika ikoko, because I know for a fact the Torwa dynasty havana ongosiyana changamire dombo nemarebels ake vachingotora like the land murupavata. Obviously they had to fight kuti ai wawangu dombo you can conquer munhu mutapa state baba, but not here. Dombo you can create Troji state, but kwete panapa my guy, you know. So obviously there was bloodshed. There was also bloodshed ipo pakabvachi ivo vana rozhi vacho kuchitoyochi anamzilikazi chichi, you understand. So one can always imagine, I think right now it's natural to always imagine kutoti there was bloodshed, hence there are definitely some souls arikoko arikutochema neropa rikuteuka nekuita sei murupabata mukhami ruins imomo. So there's like a deep history irimomo, and when you step there, that place is sacred because there is blood that was spilled kuti vamwe vanhu vange vari ipapo murupabata. People literally fought kuti vagare ipapo. And from what I was reading, kunototorons my tour guides epakhami ruins vanenge vari papo vanotodza vanoti time and time again they see a mist inongoenda like pamusoro pechihu chekukhami ruins ikoko, hanzi vanongotaura like kuti we see a mist inenge ichingofamba or a shadow inenge ichingofamba, and they believe kuti vanhu vekare vanenge vachita sei vanenge vachimbotarisa zvinhu zvavo kuti zvinhu zvedu zvakamira sei. And I just want to point out kuti Khami ruins stands to be one of the areas here, one of the platforms dzisinombobvira dzakanganiswa nema-treasure explorers. It's that sacred zvekuti vanhu vanenge vachitsvaga treasure neta sisi, they never even tampered with that ground ipapo iri paningirikini pane Khami ruins. So ngatidzokera nyaya yema-tour guides, vanotauraiwo kuti vanoona mafigures anenge aripo like pamusoro pehill kuningirikini kuKhami ruins kwacho ikoko, and they believe kuti chi it's definitely, you know, vanhu ekare varoita sei vari kuuya vachitarisa, and there are people vekuti hanzi at some point they have dreamt of a city inenge ichishina iri pahill ichiglowa ichita sei, and they've often said when they visit Khami ruins they're like, this is the city that I'm always having a vision of, ine silver, ine chichichichi. I don't know if it's like reference for like pane silver basi or something, but maybe as a country we can go and find out. Twitter plan saka ngatisira nema comments about it. If you are down for it, just say I'm in, and then Twitter plan tonoona, because I'm really trying to find out what is silver Khami ruins, you know. I don't understand. But one thing that I will give to the people vekudara, like, guys, these ruins are just amazing. It's like this is God's hand, you know. It doesn't even make sense kuti hapana kuita kunyatsoitwa architecture what it's just amazing. The construction is just amazing. Anyway, I know you are here to know about the mysteries surrounding Khami ruins. I'm really sorry I did not manage kuita live nasi kuti ndimboti vanitunyaya to Khami ruins chichimbo ya ichichichi, you know, ndiri busy vabereki nesronda kupa 2 stories ndinamboneta nendombosorora. Anyway, come with me timboita ma mysteries surrounding Khami ruins. Mystery number 1, right? And we have already established kuti Khami ruins pairi like iri pane hill, it was constructed pamusoro pegome and whatnot. Now it's believed kuti musasi mayo munonzi like musasi momo mune like opening iri momo, as you know, like pane my hills near the way it was built zvonzi hanzi mukaenda underground kunoita kunge kune ma-underground chambers that were used by the Torwa dynasty royals, saka veushe vemazuva ethe Torwa zvinonzi hanzi vaishandisa ikokoko. Now it's believed, I would like to say this is not scientifically proven, it has not been scientifically confirmed, but people say, mysteries say, kune portal saso, a particular person went there and vakaenda ikoko kune like tuma caves hideouts chichiko vanenge vachidzika ikokoko kunonzi kune tuma caves hideouts, and they had some whispers, and that particular person tinonzi hanzi akatera those whispers, and muvision munhu iyeye akaoneswa like a tunnel yakamuendesa in another dimension, a royalty dimension. It's believed kuti down there kune portal rinokulinka, or rather tunnel rinokulinka kukuendesa kunatalele or natilale, and just here natilale or natalele and Great Zimbabwe, showing like connection between the royalties, because I am underground royal chambers. We don't know how far true it is, but listen, and the truth is, you don't want to find out about these things personally, because you are going to be used as an example. Now, story number 2, it's definitely not nyami, but it's said kuti, until like pane Khami ruins, it's said kuti, like Khami ruins is right here, and then next to it is the Khami dam. So this is the Khami dam. Oh child, I had not looked for the pictures. Hopefully you can get the pictures, but this is the Khami dam. It better be there. This is the Khami dam, and it. But the dam irisatrapo kare, because dam antimnos obviously not to construct na anu chichichi anacho unofana construct and say way before it was even a dam, ichiri river. Kare there was a serpent waterway. And that serpent waterway, what it meant is ukada kuluta, ukada damage anything chemumvura imomo pane nyoka yekuti kobo hanzi papa nenyoka ingeri papo, and that snake was seen here time and time again. You just not see it just like that, but vanhu vachiriko ikoko vanotara ivo kuti time and time again they see a shining object, a shining figure inenge chitonge like nyoka inenge chidai. So that serpent ainayo zita, we don't know what it is, but they don't say it's as big as like ananyami chichichi. And vanotaura kuti hanzi ma strange currents anotombo okea like kuningirigini Khami dam ikoko. So they believe kuti pane a spirit iri there, a water spirit iri papo, ye serpent yoyo yanga iriko before the dam was constructed. Said nema locals as well as my visitors vanomboenda ikoko like Armanero vanotara ivo kuti they hear footsteps. These footsteps haangodzokekese kwese, vanomanzwa like in the king's enclosure, in the king's platform, like paigara king pai pachinclosure chechinenge chiti cha king. They have reported kuti they have seen a figure inenge iri papo inenge chimboita like kaungo dzengera, but it's called the silent watcher, and those who are there believe kuti it's the last standing member of the royal family that will be overlooking and watching over their kingdom murupabata. So because it's also still said till this day kuti the Torah dynasty, like the royal family of the Torah dynasty, yakango disappear from nowhere. It was just totally wiped out, really mysterious. People till this day are trying to really understand kuti where did this whole royal family, that whole bloodline, remember a king has a lot of wives and kids and whatnot, but they were just wiped out. So people till this day are always wondering kuti where did they really go? Are they still around? Are they looking around and taking care of their stuff and whatnot? But here kune inonzi the silent watcher. So next time you go to Khami ruins, ask the tour guide, could you tell me about the silent watcher and one by the king's platform, and then maybe he can give you a juicy story. Now the next mysteries are like, the typical mysteries and experience it. So now number 1, there was a particular worker aimboshande koko Khami ruins anditi. Saka zvinotorwa ku King's balcony. Iwe kwamambo kuda kutonetsa uko anditi. Ku King's balcony ukoko kunonzi kunomboonekwa a lady anenge akapfeka white. So this lady says nothing, but anza anenge akangomira ngodeso. Angutesa ruins baba anza anenge angonyararo deso. And like if you try to get close to her, she just vanishes. But one particular worker akamboshanda ikoko angarigard and anenge achitaka ma night watches say he saw that woman and he was like, you know what, this time again what's she all about, and then ndovaenda pepe, and then he kept following her, and then pakaramba achitira mukadzi the last place yaakaona mukadzi ari akasvika kune a pool of cold water, like ice cold mvura. Pano paifanira kunge pane dombo, paipa timenjiza kuti aku kumatombo chichi, but ipapa akaona pane pool ine mvura inotonhora. The next morning hanzi mwana wanhu akamuka akati hey, I am resigning, I am done, because what's that? Abato resign basa because of that. But people report kuti time and time again this woman reveals herself. They believe she's the Torah queen who's mourning the fall of her kingdom. So yeah, when you go there, look out for that lady, because anza atone utu. Number 2. Now there was a healer, Ahiva Kolupani. akaenda kukhami. So you know these healers and spirit mediums chichichi vanoenda to those places dzine like deep connection to our ancestral spirits so that they can connect. So he went there, like I said, kune like to my caves, to my use chichichi. He went there to like connect. People vakamunzwa achipinda, they heard him speaking out loud, but he was alone. And vakangoti, oh, you know what, and they were just like, okay, cool. Now when this man came out, he did not remember his name, he did not know who he was, but the only thing he kept saying is, vavhura dhoo and vandiratidza nyika yandandifanira kuona yakanaka, vavhura dhoo vakandiratidza nyika yandandifanira kuona yakanaka. That's what he kept saying. And then, you know, pakazoitwa like my rituals ekuti ngaadzoke like to the land of the living, the land yanga akajaira, the world of the living basically. And then when he recovered, you know, he was back to normal, but he never ever spoke about what he saw. He just kept saying those words, vakandivhura dhoo vakandiratidza nyika yakanaka, but I'm not going to say anything more. But all he says is Khami is awake. Yeah, that's all he says. So yeah, we have a photographer from Bulawayo, so we are going to call this photographer Sfiso. So Sfiso was going to Khami ruins. You know, he's a photographer. He's capturing the sites. Pane kunhu kwaakasvika kwaangasingafanira kusvika, right? Now it said kuti ku Khami ruins kune ma-hours ekuti you're not supposed to just go there nje, because ukagarisisa kana uchida kunoti wagarisisa ngoma inotanga ungorira like it will be slow, but it will be like a very nice rhythm, you know, like if it's up, then it's down. I don't know, something like that. But rhythm, and like that will show you that it's now time for you to what? To vamonos. Now what this guy did is he kept going. Now if you keep going deeper and deeper, you will see a mist. So people have reported that this mist it will like freeze, like like, oh, what's up? And then like when you move, because obviously what's that? And then if you stop, it also stops. If you stop, then it also stops, you know. Anyway, to Sfiso, he saw that mist. He was like, you know what, today I'm gonna capture it. Then Obona mist tora photo. His battery was 90%. After taking that picture, taking my photo, after taking that photo, phone yakagenda by 0%. I mean, battery ragenda by 0%. I'd like to believe it was a camera. Yagenda by 0%, from 90 to 0%, real quick. And you know what happened? Before he fled, dance it was very cold air blow mjeve mage. Kuita unzi kuzhezherwa muzeve kudai so muzheve unzi shuru muzheve umakatiza kadi yuwi. And even ndakadzokera cameras. So yeah, be careful when you go there with your cameras. So guys, this is it. This is what I managed to find on Khami ruins. I just knew the name Khami. Like obviously when you're doing Great Zimbabwe, most of the time you're just gonna come across Khami ruins. But I never like tried to Google Kuti Alpha. So Rufaro, was it you? No, Corporate Bay. Thank you so much for that. We managed to do it today, Hane. Kuri very quiet. People will go there, say it's very, very peaceful, but you do not want to disturb the peace that's there, because time and time again it's said kuti kunoonekwa light from nowhere, kunoonekwa figure ningenyoka, kunoonekwa mist, kunoonekwa mukadzi akadai so there are things and people that are there, and the reason my treasurers ndambokudza kuti my explorer yanenge achitsvaga treasure what the reason they haven't touched Khami is because it's that sacred. So guys, this is all I have for you today. I do hope you have a lovely time. Tomorrow tinenge tine Jesus story time, and I guess my Jesus story time, I'm not really sure, and send it to some DMs, but I know ndine vanhu tu vangu vanenyedza njusu dziri kuuya. So please, I want to thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much, and thank you for engaging. Thank you for everything you do. Makantikoshira, you is important to me, anytime, any day. Bye-bye.